So governments across Canada are bringing out plans to bring students back to school in September. Most of them have put their plans out there, and of course the unions are saying, well, not good enough. We want to find out what's going on. So we're speaking to Jasmine Moulton. She is with the Canadian Taxpayers Federation. We are broadcasting from Secret on top of George on Queen Street East in Toronto. And Jasmine, you've been studying this, what the Ontario government's been doing, and we hear ads all the time, teachers saying, it's not good enough, not good enough. Is that the case, or are they just crying?
Well, look, teachers' unions in Ontario think that money grows on trees, so of course they'll always say that they need more. But the reality is that in Ontario, Doug Ford has not only increased the per-pupil funding to historic levels in this province, education funding has never been higher, and Ontario's COVID-19 safety measure response is funded at the highest per-pupil rate across the country.
Really? So, I mean, are we doing the right things to protect the students and the teachers?
Look, I think that there's a lot of uncertainty right now. Time will tell. The government has put forth its plan, but from our perspective, we think that there's a lot that school boards and teachers' unions could do to stop wasting money that they currently have and put that into safety measures instead.
You're not saying that the unions are wasting money, Jasmine.
Absolutely. You don't have to look very far past teacher compensation. That's quite a lengthy list on the Sunshine List this year. Yeah. Last year, there were over 10,000 Ontario teachers on Ontario's Sunshine List, meaning that they earn a total compensation when you look at salary, benefits, and taxpayer contributions to their pension. Those 10,000 teachers earn over $120,000 a year. If you compare that to where I'm from, around the London area, the median average income in London is around $37,000 per year. So they're earning close to 3 times what the average taxpayer in London is earning.
So no wonder the teachers support their unions. They're all sitting pretty about with their compensation.
Look, they do a great job, and the unions have also done a great job of convincing Ontarians that Doug Ford is making cuts to education. But like I said, he's brought education funding to a historic high. He spends more on education than Kathleen Wynne ever did.
So, I mean, as far as for the taxpayers out there, and for parents out there, and for students, should they just say, okay, you know what, you don't need to spend any more, let's just do what we can, the best we can with what we got?
Look, right now we don't know if it's enough. There are a lot of question marks, but what I think they should be saying is, why are school boards wasting so much of the money we give them? If you know, every pupil in Ontario receives about $12,500 in funding. Imagine if instead of sending that to school boards to waste money, they gave that to parents that could have a voucher. There are a lot of parents saying, look, I can't afford to stay home with my kids, so I have to make what I think might be a risky decision to send them back to school. What if they could keep that money instead, and that could help them homeschool their children, for example?
Well, I can see a lot of parents listening to this right now saying, you know what? That's a heck of an idea.
And if you look at the classroom, if there are 30 kids in a classroom, for example, funded at over $12,000 a pop, that's close to $4,000 per classroom in Ontario. Our public education system has a lot of problems, but a lack of funding is not one of them.
Jasmine Moulton, thanks very much. 3
My
minutes.
pleasure.
Thank you for watching. We are going to continue to broadcast from the secret bar here on top of the George Restaurant Courtyards on Queen Street East in Toronto. In these days, where politicians are spending a lot of your money, Parliament's not sitting, it's important to have an independent news source. That's what we are doing. We hope you subscribe.